Welcome children, take out your real English book, part 6, chapter 12, Save the Children, part 2. Before explaining the part 2, let me recap part 1. In part 1, I have already explained that while traveling to Mumbai, Jay met a boy named Shantu who explained about the awful condition of the street children. Now let's begin the part 2. What happens to them? Asks Jay. Jay asks that what happens to these children. A lot of things and often bad things happen to us. Now Shantu explained that a lot of things, that means many things and often the bad things happen to her. Some of us are made to dance and sing on the street. Some of the children, they are made to sing and dance on the street. You can see children dancing in the middle of the road or selling things at the traffic signal. Now Shantu said that sometimes you can see that children, what they do, they either dance in the middle of the street or they sell things at the traffic signal. At times small children get lost. To survive, they join the other children who work, continues Shantu. Now Shantu continued that sometimes what happens, these small children, they get lost, and to survive, what happens, they join other children who work. But what kind of work can small children do? Asked the shocked Jay. Now Jay was very shocked. He asked that, but what kind of work these small children can do? With a sad smile, Shantu said. Now with a very sad smile, Shantu said, many things, but most of them are illegal. Now with a sad smile, Shantu said that many things these small children can, but most of them, they are very illegal. I started working in a factory where they made silk. Now what happened? He started working in a factory. I started working in a factory. Who started working in a factory? The Shantu. Who started working in a factory, and where they used to make some illegal, used to make silk. We are made to work in factories that make crackers at construction sites and sari factories. Now, these children, they are made to work in factories that make crackers at construction site or sari factories. But isn't it dangerous? Inquired Jay. Jay inquired that isn't the job dangerous? Yes, it's dangerous. We are forced to work under horrible conditions. Now, Shantu said that yes, of course it is very dangerous. But the children, they are forced to work under horrible conditions. We work for long hours, sometimes for 16 hours a day. Now the children, Shantu continued that the children, they work for long hours, that is sometimes for 16 hours a day. There are times when we are not given fresh food to eat. Now sometimes what happens, children are not even given fresh food to eat. I hated being punished if I did something wrong or was not working fast. Now what happened? And he hated being punished. Now this Shantu, he said that Shantu hated being punished, and sometimes what happened? And he did something wrong or sometimes he used to work very slowly. But we can't do anything. But there is no option that they can't do anything. We are all alone in this world. So we stay wherever we get some money. Now for this, now Shantu started saying that they are very, Shantu or the other Shantu, children like Shantu, they are very alone in the world, and so they stay wherever they get money, food and place to stay. When things get bad, we run away to another. When the thing gets worse, what happens? These children, they run away to another place, explains Shantu. I have heard that it is against the law to make small children work, but it still happens. Nobody cares for us, he finished. Now Shantu said that, now Vijay said that he had heard that it is against the law that to make the small children work, but it still happens because nobody cares for them. And Shantu said, what do you eat? Now Jay asked that what he is. Well, it depends on where I am. Now Shantu continued that it depends on the place where he is. Sometimes I go hungry. If I am working at a tea stall, the owner usually gives me leftovers. Now now Shantu continued that if sometimes Shantu had to go hungry, and sometimes if he works in a tea stall, at that time the owner gives them the leftovers. Sometimes I even have to look for food in the garbage. Sometimes Shantu said that sometimes, and Shantu had to look for food in the garbage. Don't you feel lonely? Said Jay asked that. Don't you feel? Doesn't he feel lonely? With tears in his eyes, Shantu replied. Now Shantu with tears in his eyes replied, Very much, I miss my family. Now saying that yes, very much, and even Shantu said that he misses family. He misses his family. I hardly remember what they looked like. For a long time, I tried to find them. And now Shantu said that I can remember. He couldn't remember also how his family looked like, and for a long time he had tried to find them, but I don't remember where they live. I miss my mother's hugs, saying that, but he couldn't remember where his family lives, and he miss his mother's hugs. What are you going to do in Mumbai? Asked Jay curiously. Now Jay was very curious. He asked that what was he going to do in Mumbai? Mumbai is a big city. When it gets cold in Delhi, some of us go to Mumbai. Now Shantu continued that Mumbai is a very big city, and when it is very cold in Delhi, as some children, what they do, they go to Mumbai. There are millions of children like us, Now, we will find something to do. Saying that many millions of children are there like Shantu, and so they will find something to do. Soon it was morning and Jay's parents were going to wake up. Now soon what happened? It was morning time and Jay's parents, they were going to open. Shantu could be caught for travelling without a ticket and thrown out of there. Now Shantu, it was the time that Shantu could be caught for travelling without a ticket, and so it could be thrown out of there. So he had to leave. So Shantu had to leave. Before Shantu escaped, Jay gave him some food that he had in his hand. Now before Shantu escaped, what happened? Jay, what he did? He gave some food to Shantu that he had in his bag, and his favorite toy to remember him by. And even Jay gave him his favorite toy to remember him. In the few hours of the night, the whole world of Jay had changed. Now within this few hours of the night, what happened? Whole thing of Jay had changed. He was suddenly aware of many things that he had taken for granted. Now what happened? Suddenly he became too much aware of the things that he had taken for granted. He knew that whenever he saw poor kid on the street, he would remember Shantu. Now he came to know that whenever he see any poor kid on the street, he would remember Shantu. Now take out your diary, write chapter 12, Save the Children, explain, homework, revise it. And with this, I am ending my today's class. Goodbye.